Welcome to Movie Talk.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Movie Talk with Press Play Cinema, to another of our amazing episodes. We have today an actor, director, and acting coach. So we have a lot of questions going on, and the Q&A is open for you guys to ask any questions you guys may have about acting and directing as well. Excuse my stutter. I'm like today. But before I introduce you to this amazing actor, I would like to give you guys a little insight on his work. So let's go and see his acting reel. How about that?
You, Stefan.
Do you think I'll allow that after all this writing on this prenup settlement? Divorce settlement is one thing, but this kid will tie you to that man for the rest of his life. Do you really think Dane's ex-wife died by some mugging gone bad outside a random bar? Until I get the money I worked for. We're still in this together. If I go down, you go down. Police will never believe you weren't part of this whole plan. I couldn't let her destroy everything we'd set in motion. It was the only option. You're doing all of this for us, sweetie. It's because of your sacrifices that we'll finally have everything we dreamed of and never thought we'd have. Yeah, I'll have to double check my schedule, but I think I have an open slot in about an hour, actually. And just when were you planning to update me? With all the renovations and hiccups along the way. Even I didn't see it costing this much.
I could really use the tips.
Yeah, sure. We can do that soon. I promise. If you'd like to come with me downstairs, there's an awesome space that would be perfect for your party. It's very unique. You won't find it anywhere else in the city. I'm only going to ask this once. Why are you here, Eliza?
So you know who I am?
You're damn right I do.
Are you married to Brooke?
How did you figure all this out?
My mom
Played right into our hands. But you see, Eliza, it's a shame, you know, because you're never going to leave here alive. But thank you, because now I can get more cash from your dear old dad. Cheer up, honey. You're carrying our golden ticket now. We're going to be set for life. You should call the old man this morning. Tell him how much you love him and how excited you are about the new bundle of joy. Maybe ask for some more money so you can buy some things for the baby. Yeah, I need more cash ASAP. And don't even think about double-crossing me. You seemed nervous when I arrived. I don't want things to get weird between us. So how are you doing?
We should probably get back to the party.
You look really beautiful.
Thank you.
Do you still think about us?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. What kind of a Christian abducts his own kid?
I didn't. My wife was on that train derailed by you disciples. If you disciples follow this word of God, it makes you do these types of... How do you defend that? How can you talk about love? Is that who you are? Are you a disciple of Jesus Christ?
Whew, I don't know what was that. But guys, that was amazing. And again, this is your host, Rose Sanchez, with Movie Talk Press Play Cinema. Right now, our actor Britton Webb had arrived. So let's give it a round of applause to Britton. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Who's that crazy guy?
I know, right? He was looking like a psycho in one of those. He almost got me there. Like, woo, okay. Let me just not get too close to that one. That being said, we did met and we were up close a little while ago. I don't remember the name of the restaurant of the coffee shop, but yeah, Britton was saying, hey, I've had stalkers before, so I need to make sure you're not a psychopath. And hey, by all means, here I am. I am a psycho, but we keep it on the low nowadays. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, it's good to see you again. Well, I've been for roughly about 12 years, probably. Well, I've been in the film business for 12 years. I've been acting for 10. I went to film school back in 07, 08 when the economy crashed for the first time in my lifetime. And I was in real estate, just wasn't happy, so decided to go to film school. And then took off for LA. I went to film school in Nashville and then took off for LA and stayed out there about a year. And the first major film I worked on ended up being back here. And long story short, I ended up with my son. So moved back from LA to here and took up acting instead of the other side of camera, just so I could be with my son more. It means a lot to me to be with him while he's young and just be present, in his life. So everything happens for a reason.
And that is a noble thing to do, actually putting your family first. So kudos for that. Well,
yeah, thank God because, first of all, LA wasn't for me. I wouldn't want to live in LA, but
I've heard stories.
But yeah, also, everything picked up back here in the Southeast about the time all of it happened, with the film incentives and all tax incentives and all that. So somebody was looking out for me. The man upstairs was looking out for me.
Always on the lookout. Thanks to him. Now, that being said, people that know me know that I'm going straight to the point. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with our questions because I don't want you to tell too much until we have these questions, and then we have a free space for you to tell us everything about your upcoming projects if you wish. Not sure if you have signed any NDAs lately, but let's go at it. First question is, you worked alongside directors like Martin Scorsese. Am I saying that or am I butchering that?
Scorsese? Yeah.
Yeah, David Fincher and Anthony Fuqua. What's one lesson you quietly picked up on set that completely changed how you approach acting?
Antoine Fuqua said something to me and he's very, very right. He said something to me in Emancipation, which is right here, the book. Will sent us that after we finished the movie. But Antoine Fuqua came up to me between one take. I was going a little too big, I think, for the character. And really just trying to, be in the moment. But he was like, you don't need all that, He's like, this right here, and just pointed at my eyes. He's like, yeah, I can tell that you're an evil, bad person. He's like, that's why I hired you. Now, I had long hair down to my neck, right? A full beard and, my blue eyes. And he was like, no, I don't need anything bigger than that. He's like, just give the look, I don't. So I think, it's something I kind of already knew, but a lot of times
it was coming from a very influential source. So it kind of had weight in it. More than it had in your knowledge, right?
Yeah, and less is more oftentimes in film,
true,
especially TV and film, because camera's right there; it sees everything, so you don't have to overdo it. It's not like stage acting. You're not trying to reach the people in the upper deck.
True. It's dignity. We have to preserve that dignity at all costs. I like how fun is it? You have a one of them Hollywood vintage leg lamps.
Oh,
that is so funny.
That's from A Christmas Story, the movie A Christmas Story.
Oh, it's a prop from Christmas Story?
It's not a prop from it, but I mean, that's why I got it. I mean, it's from that movie.
I see. Well, that's really cool. That's a good addition to the house.
Yeah, I didn't have much to go off of. I was trying to just throw something up quick to make it look decent. But yeah, that's from A Christmas Story. Fragile. Have you seen that?
I don't think so.
So it comes in a box, and the guy is Italian, and and he pronounces it. It comes in a box that says fragile.
Fragile?
And he says, fragile.
Well,
Must
I'll be honest
Italian.
with you. I used to pronounce that because you know already my first language is Spanish. So I used to pronounce that word as fragile.
I think you could get away with fragile more than fragile.
Fragile. That sounds like how you would call a funny tickle. Fragile.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go to question number 2. Our question number 2 is: you started as an athlete before fully stepping into filmmaking. Do you think acting has more in common with sports than people realize?
Oh, it absolutely does. And there's a lot of actors, if you do some research, that have transitioned from sports into acting or film and television in general, not necessarily acting, but just the world of sports. Being in a team atmosphere translates very well to the film industry because, I mean, it takes a team, it takes like a small army to make a film. It's not easy. And that's kind of what made me gravitate towards it because I miss that like team atmosphere and like everyone working together to achieve a common goal. And I'm actually starting my own podcast based on that very thing here before long. I hope to get it going really next
Well,
week.
you better don't forget to send me those dates so I
Listen,
can
mine
tell
will not
everybody
be
about
live.
it.
Live scares me. Mine will not be live.
Really? No, look, last interview, I had a lagging, my internet, it was perfect. And then as soon as I started the live, it started bugging. And I was like, are you freaking serious? Don't do this to me. It was actually starting to do that when I got into this one so I could start getting everything ready. And it occurred to me, let me just log in an hour before for whatever issue that's going on with the computer. I can check it out before
Yeah,
anything.
troubleshoot.
And I did, and it started anyways as soon as I started the live, and it fixed itself right after right before the 30-second countdown to start the live. So I was like, I don't know what's going on because
No, it's
this
not
is
just
like
the
the second
technical
time that
stuff.
happens, and I've already had 5 different interviews and it's not happened to them. So I was like, oh, something is going on. I'm not sure if it's my internet, but y'all better let me get to these people. What I do love is that the actors on the other side, they don't get any glitch or anything. And I tell them all the time, you guys is who are important in this podcast. So as long as you guys are running smooth, I'm good.
Yeah, it's not just the technical issues that scare me with live. I'm afraid I might say something I shouldn't.
Just
I
keep
got
it
to
short and
censor
sweet.
myself when it's live, when it's, But
Keep it short
yeah,
and
this
sweet,
gonna
and
be
always try to say what's right.
yeah. So it's called Take a Beat is going to be
Yeah.
because it kind of like refers to sports. I've got some sports things I'm going to do with it, and then take a beat like in acting.
Yeah, and you said it right now. You said it a moment ago. You're trying to be on the right side with the man upstairs. So as long as you're doing that, the life is gonna flow. Don't worry about it.
For sure.
Now, question number 3. You work both in front and behind the camera as an actor, writer, director, producer, even script supervisor. Has understanding filmmaking technically made acting easier or harder?
I think subconsciously it probably made it easier. I do think it made it easier for me to pick up on things a little faster on the technical side of things. I mean, you definitely want to have been on, a film set before you just jump into acting. A lot of people go the background route. Thankfully, I did not have to do that because they are not treated too well all the time. But not like mean, but you just like, they pay you and they expect you to be there all day. And a lot of times you're just sitting there and they might not even use you all day. But anyway, you do need to, know what a film set is like before you go on as an actor, and I did know that, so I think it probably helped make the transition a little smoother for sure.
All right, all right. I do know that you are an actor coach. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, I've been doing that for about a year now. I've got a place off of it's some a place in Flowwood actually that we do it, and I also do it really all throughout the southeast. I do it. I'm actually going to Mobile this weekend to put on a couple of classes. So been to Atlanta to do it. So yeah, I just kind of got that started. I coached soccer as well, as you know, for about just retired actually. My last tournament, but for like 20 years, I coached soccer. And I mean, I just feel like that's kind of part of who I am. I feel like I'm a good coach, good teacher. I mean, a teacher is a coach is a teacher. And my mom and my sister are both teachers. So it kind of runs in the family, and I enjoy giving back. You know, I think that's important. Really, I don't try to teach acting per se. I think that's something you got to kind of figure out on your own. I mean, I
Right.
do direct people at times if I think they're going a wrong direction with it or something, or maybe being too big. But most of it's technical work in terms of like how to self tape. Because if you can self tape now, I mean, you can book roles if you know how to self tape properly, and a lot of that's eye lines, like where you're looking, and so there's an art to that. And so I basically teach them that. But really, what I'm trying to teach more, or what I'm trying to offer more than anything, is for them to be able to get where I'm at now faster than I got there. Because I mean, it's hard. I wish I knew. I wish I did have some mentors to fall on, and went to some classes and things. But I wish I knew what I offer in my class way before now, if that makes any sense. Because it just, when you're sitting around trying to figure it out for 10 years, you're like, how does this, how do I make this transition quicker? And it's going to be a different time frame for everyone, obviously. Some people get lucky. I mean, as you know, I almost did it big early. Didn't work out, but I almost did it big. I had a great opportunity
You
to.
still have time.
I still
It's
have
gonna happen. Mm-mm. The good things take
worried about
time,
it.
and you're already in there. So what you talking about?
What you talking about, Willis?
Now, I do know. I've heard so many stories. There's gonna be. Oh, okay, it fixed itself. There is a lot of actors that I've heard talking about how much they dread the self-taping process. What is something that you would tell to these actors?
Well, I just think you're not going to book if you don't enjoy what you're doing. That's a major part of it, so you need to grow to love it. Now, don't get me wrong. There are things like over time where, like, for instance, like when I first started out, which is really how I got to where I am right now, is just a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and just grinding it out. But um, over time, I've gotten to the point now where, like, I don't even hardly fool with commercial auditions because that's not really where my heart is. I'll do one occasionally because it does help pay the bills sometimes, but
Right.
they're so, I mean, and it's pretty ridiculous. And it's not necessarily the casting directors; it's really more so the clients. But what they expect you to do on these commercials is like, I mean, it's more time consuming than doing an audition for, a feature or a TV series. They're wanting you to, I mean, if you can't look at my headshot and look at my acting reel and decide whether you want me for a commercial that has no dialogue in it, like, and look at my headshot, like, come on, like, but no, they want you to, like, you know, jump through hoops and go through the whole process. Then you do it all once, and then they want to call you back in, get you to do the exact same thing again for the client. And the slates on those things are usually like a page long. They want you to tell all this information in your slate. It's like, it's not worth it. Like, it's not worth my sanity. But anything else that I do, like, I've gotten to the point where if I don't feel like I'm going to enjoy the audition, like, there's no really no reason to even take it. Because
Right.
if you're
And
not,
that's a good way to look at it. If you feel that you're not going to enjoy it, you know for a fact your heart is not going to be in it. So why bother?
absolutely.
Another thing, I can relate with that. I don't know if I told you that story, but I was working with an agent during the COVID thing, and I was pregnant, and they called me for a commercial about the COVID vaccine for pregnant women, and I'm like, sign me in, no problem, make some money. You know, we're in COVID. A lot of people is getting laid off. I don't know when I'm gonna get laid off, so let me go ahead and make some money on the side. And they told me, yeah, you have to have the vaccine. And I was like I gotta get vaccinated and go over there with the form. And the lady said, no, you're getting vaccinated on the spot, on camera for the commercial. And that was so sketchy. I was like, no. No, thank you. Deuces, goodbye. And after that, they never called me again. And I had to look for another agent. But it is what it is, you know. You have to stay true to who you are, true to your values and your integrity. Because if you don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything.
I think that's a song.
Mm-hmm.
Country song.
You said what?
It's a country song. You've got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. You've never heard that?
No. Does that come from a song?
Definitely a song.
That is so funny. I've always heard that quote, but I never know it came from a song.
I mean, it was definitely a quote before he wrote the song.
Oh, okay.
But the quote's been around a while, I would imagine. But
well, send me that link. I would like to hear that song. I like country music, not as much, but I do love a nice country music on the right there on my patio, just quiet, and everybody's like on their business, and I'm just sitting down with maybe a little non-alcoholic beer or sparkling water. That being said, let's go. We have arrived to the game time segment of this. Britton, I didn't tell you about this because I was gonna catch you on the spot.
Yay.
So let's do this. I have heard that you are an amazing acting coach. And the person who told me this said he's gonna eat it all. He's gonna eat it. And I was like, okay, let me cook then. So these are the rules of the game. I am gonna give you a line. And then at the count of 3, you'll have to say that line in the emotion I give you. And that's to give everybody a little taste of your acting. Is that okay?
Sure. How many seconds? What? How many seconds?
At the count of 3, I'm going to take you out. Like, for example, look, I'm going to show you real quick. I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to say the line. And I'm going to give you the emotion. And then at the count of 3, I'm going to...
You're going to do that?
Does that make sense?
Sure.
All right, let's do this. So our first line is, I'll give you some time to prepare. Our first line is, I didn't think you'd come back. That's your line. I didn't think you'd come back. And you'll have to say this as a threat. In 3, 2, 1.
I didn't think you'd come back. The first.
All right, let's go to the same line. I didn't think you'd come back. As a grieving father. In 3, 2, 1.
Come back. Are these working?
You have to wait until you're in the live again. So let's do it one more time.
So neither one of those worked.
What do you mean?
I didn't wait till I was in the live again. As soon as you say 3, 1, 2, 3, I've been going.
All right. I'm not sure how it looks on your side, of
But-
the, but right here I can see that you get out and then I put you in. Can you see that?
Yeah, so we should start over because that like totally
Okay, I'm gonna give you another line so we can start fresh.
Okay. So I
All
wait
right.
until the box pops up of just me. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Just wait until the box with just you pops up.
Now I've been saying it with the background, the people in the theater there that you have as your
No,
background.
honey, you've been saying it to yourself.
Hey,
All right.
all the time. That's what
The second line is, don't open that door. All
and
right.
this is how do I say it?
Don't open that door. Wait.
Emotion?
Don't open that door, and you are going to say it as someone hiding a secret inside. In 3, 2, 1.
Don't open that door.
All right, that was a good one. Let's continue with that one line. And we are going to use genuine fear. Again, the line is don't open that door. And the emotion is genuine fear. In 3, 2, 1.
Don't open that door.
All right, that's great. That's great. Now, third and last line for the game time. It's tell me the truth right now. All right, give me 1 second. It's going to be tell me the truth right now, and you're going to be completely heartbroken. Completely heartbroken. Tell me the truth right now. 3, 2, 1.
Tell me the truth right now.
All right. That same line. Tell me the truth right now. With the emotion of someone moments away from violence. In 3, 2, 1.
Tell me the truth right now.
All right, I can see how that one director said, yeah, you fit the role. You look like a psycho. That was scary. That last one was a little scary. You're good at it.
With only 3 seconds, especially like when the real emotional ones. I'm a dude, so it takes me a little while to get.
It's completely fine. This is the whole thing, is to have fun here. I want people to get to know you a little bit better and to understand how the acting world works. Sometimes it is like this. It's like, hey, give me this, and you got to do it on the spot. And you're like, whoa, give me a moment to warm up. Because, sometimes I do remember when I was taking acting classes, when they were going through the Meisner process and everything, they were giving us meditation exercises to kind of like let go of our personal emotions and embody who we are trying to embody or personalize. So that was really fun. That was a really fun experience. That being said, we're done with our game time and we're going to our fourth question. Fourth question is, when coaching actors can usually tell when coaching actors can you I'm sorry, I don't know why I wrote there. Oh, when coaching actors, can you usually tell the difference between someone who wants fame and someone who genuinely loves the craft?
Yes, it might take a little while, but usually you can tell it almost immediately because they don't come back, and it takes takes a time and effort, and people that are just out for the fame of it aren't going to make it. I mean, you got to really love it, or you can forget it. Might as
Yeah,
well
I
leave it, though.
I do believe that some people that are chasing for fame are actually chasing the adrenaline of it. And when you're in a class, like it's not always going to be adrenaline. Sometimes you got to look within. And within, there's a lot of demons in all of us that we have to purge with time. So sometimes that may be a little uncomfortable for people that are just chasing fame. But who knows? Sometimes it works for some people. I know of a really good actor right now. He actually protagonized one of the biggest movies of last year. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to bash him or anything, but woo, he was hella arrogant, and he made it though. He made it, but it all depends. Maybe he had a good agent. Maybe he was willing to risk it all and sign the contracts, if you know what I mean.
Sell your soul.
Look, I didn't want to say it like that, but I do believe that's what happened. That being said, let's go to our final question. Our final question is, you worked on over 50 feature film sets in different positions. What's something actors don't appreciate enough about the crew around them?
I think just the relationships, because you're only there for a short amount of time, and oftentimes you don't see those people or get to work with those people again for a very long time. So I think it's always good to enjoy the experience while you're there, enjoy the relationships while you're there, and treat people with respect and kindness. Because I mean, you're not gonna ever see them again. And thankfully, I worked on the other side of the set or camera, and I know what they go through. So I'm definitely kind to people who are working crew, because it's they've got tough jobs and they're under a lot of pressure and stress and time crunches and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, I think just once most actors, well, I'm not going to say that actually, because I have come across quite a few that aren't
Some.
always. Yeah, it's usually people who have made it and have forgotten who they are, I guess.
Mm.
Uh, or think they're too big for the britches, kind of thing. Like, but I think that's a terrible way to go about it.
Something very important about that, like you just said it right now, they have forgotten who they are. They have also forgotten who made them. Like, yeah, of course, there is the people that fund you so that you can get all these opportunities, the agent that's working even until dawn for you to book a role, but the fans are there. And then I don't understand if we cannot forget the fans. There's this quote that goes around saying, never meet your heroes. Like, wow, how impactful is that, oh my gosh, I'm gonna see so and so, I'm gonna do a meet and greet with this person, I want to ask for their autograph, and then you meet them and they're like, all right, next.
Yeah.
It's wild, and I feel that affects them more than they think, but I don't think they care at that point. And it's ridiculous, and at the same time very insightful, very enlightening, how you see I mean, even not to turn religious, but even in the word it says it, it's not in the word, I'm paraphrasing, but give a man all the money of the world and see what they do with it and who they become. Like, it's wild out here. It's wild out here. But that being said, I do appreciate that you're one of those that stay true to yourself, stay true to your family, and I just love the craft.
Yeah, I think Jim Carrey actually said he wished everyone could just get completely filthy rich and have everything they desired, so they could realize it's not the answer.
Yep.
He's actually said some pretty powerful quotes. He did a graduation speech for someone too, where he was talking about his dad and how his dad, like, I think he was an electrician or something, worked as an electrician and hated his job and ended up getting like fired for it after he'd worked the job for his whole life. And he's like, you can work your entire life doing something you hate and still fail, so you might as well do something you love.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that too. So.
That is
And
true.
then Jim went and got all crazy on us. What the heck?
I don't think he got crazy. I just think,
It's another.
and this is just me, like judging on what I see because I don't know the guy, but I believe that he just has seen and knows so much. And at some point, he hit a wall where he saw injustice that was never addressed. And that can piss anybody off. Like, how is this happening and nobody's doing anything about it? And you keep hee ha 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 in movies like nothing happened and nothing matters. At some point, it does compromise a little bit of your spirit. And I think that's what happened to him. I think he's just at the point where, well, if nobody cares, I don't care either.
Yeah, I'm sure he's seen a lot.
Who else? I don't particularly listen to this artist, but I saw a video once. He made Takashi 69 or something. He's a rapper. He has like a rainbow hair. And he put an Instagram one time, like 2 or 3 years ago. He was on top of a piano in his mansion with a lot of stacks of money. And the camera got close to him and he's like, "You see me? Do you see this? I got everything I want, everything I could ever dream of, but I still feel lonely."
Oh, yeah.
And that was really
Is
wild
it a post
because
he made?
what was that?
Is it like a social media post he made?
Right now he has become a social media personality because he's been in a lot of streams with other streamers and podcasts and stuff like that. But he started as a wild rapper. I would say wild rapper because it was a wild ride for sure. I think you heard about this. Something about he snitched on some people and then they went to jail and he didn't, and everybody called him a snitch since then. Honestly, I have an opinion on that. If you didn't do the crime, don't serve the time. If you got to snitch, do it, because you gotta, when you go to jail because of all these people that wouldn't have done that for you, who's gonna take care of your family? Because they're not gonna be there. They just happy you took the fall for them. So no, 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 no. I mean, I'm not saying I agree with him with anything that he has done because he's not the most saint person. But in regards to that particular thing, I believe that unless you're trying to stand up for injustice, then that's different. But if you're just trying to take a fall for somebody that did a crime that you know was a wrong thing to do and you was nowhere around, why the heck would you take the fall?
Yeah. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not the one that asked.
Right.
I definitely wouldn't be taking it off.
Thank you. Right. That being said, we have come to the artistic advice segment of this podcast, and I would like for you to give a few words of advice to people that are trying to get to your position.
I'd say go to a class. It doesn't have to be mine, but go to someone's class. There's people, all throughout the Southeast. I'm a Southeastern actor. Got 4 or 5 really good qualified coaches in Louisiana. Got probably about the same amount here. So you'd want to get in class and learn, get headshots made, jump on Actors Access, and start looking for an agent. But yeah, you got to love it first and foremost. So I would just say love it and follow your heart.
Yes, sir. That's a good advice right there. I hope you guys are taking notes. That being said, here in America, we have free speech ish. But here in Movie Talk with Press Play Cinema, we have free art speech. So please go ahead and tell us a little bit of your upcoming projects, anything that you would like to share to your audience about what you got going on with your artistic endeavors.
Gotcha. Well, I just finished up a short film that I produced for a buddy of mine locally here. Got some really, really talented actors involved in it. Way more talented actors than should have been on a short film, that's for sure. So I'm working on the editing and all of that, post-production of that, to get it ready for some festivals. I've got a premiere that's going to be coming out soon. Don't Forget Me Tomorrow, which I did with Charlotte Kirk, that was shot in New Mexico. That was directed by Travis Mills. That should be coming out here within the next, I would say, 3 months or so. It's actually at cons right now. The distributors took it there. What else? I've got a screenplay that I'm working on called Redbird Fly, which is based on Parchment Prison, that I'm doing with a woman out of Louisiana. That we're finalizing the screenplay on it and putting the pitch package together for it. And constantly doing taping auditions. I actually just taped my really biggest, largest audition of my career last night. It was a big time series regular role. And I felt like I fit it. So here's hoping for the best. I definitely feel like I got a shot at it. Sometimes you just know. But I think that about wraps it up. There's probably some other stuff I'm doing. I'm doing the podcast, starting the podcast. But yeah, I think that's it.
All right. I was trying to set up IMDb Pro so I could show your reel at the end of this podcast once again. And I came across one of the ads, and the ads had you. I think it was the film Let Love Grow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh Lord, okay, Britton, I see you, bro.
If you're gonna play another one of my reels, play the one. It should be the first one on IMDb.
I'm trying to.
Day of Reckoning.
Ooh, there it is. Okay.
That's the best one. That's my favorite film and roll up in it. Those are the type of movies you want to be doing. You say Reckoning. Yeah, The Reckoning. Day of Reckoning.
Okay, perfect. That's the one I'm gonna play. Well, that being said, thank you for joining us today at Movie Talk with Press Play Cinema, Britton. It's been a pleasure to have you. Please go ahead and say goodbye to your people at the end of your message. Please send a little bit of advice. A tiny advice to all of those actors that are trying to follow into your footsteps. And at the end, if you don't mind, go ahead and say, dare to inspire. All right, I'll give you the floor and go ahead. Oh, what was that?
I say what? Dare to inspire?
Oh, yeah, dare to inspire. At the end of your message of goodbye, okay. Get a tiny advice to those actors that are trying to follow into your footsteps. And at the end of it, say, dare to inspire. Go ahead. I'll give you the floor.
All right. Well, thanks, everyone who tuned in. Much love. And if you are trying to pursue this in your career, just, follow your heart. Don't get frustrated. Keep your head up. You see how I'm mixing sports with entertainment already. Keep your head up. Get back out there. But yeah, it's not easy, but nothing worth doing is. And if you just stick with it, you definitely got a shot. If you quit, you definitely don't. I forget what I was supposed to say at the end. Dare to inspire. Dare to what? Dare to what?
Dare to inspire.
I got it. I remember my line. See, if you don't, just improv. That's the rule.
That's it. I love the improv. That's probably the what I like to work with the most. When I'm doing films or stuff like that with actors, I always tell them to please don't over rehearse your lines, because I feel that after you over rehearse them, it starts sounding robotic. So bring the emotion through improv. Like, imagine it's your situation happening. Like, this is happening to you right now, not the character. If you're not there yet, just imagine it's happening to you, and bring me your raw emotions. So yeah, I agree with everything you said. And thank you so much for joining us today, Britton.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Rose.
Have a beautiful evening. Rest of your day, evening already, right? It's about to be 2. It's afternoon. It's way afternoon. Goodbye. Guys, thank you for tuning in to Movie Talk with Press Play Cinema. We had Britton Webb with us. That was an amazing podcast, and stay there with us. I want to show you guys that one video that he wanted you guys to watch. would like to honor that because I've seen a few of his videos and they're really cool. So that being said, stay there with us for a moment. So, I'm not able to find the Reckoning one in his demo reels, but I did find one that I liked very much. So, let's play that one. And later on, I will be sending you guys. Oh, just follow us. Let me just put it right here. Follow us at Press Play Cinema in TikTok and pressplay.cinema in Instagram. I'm going to be putting all of the videos or reels of all of these actors that we interview at the show. That being said, let's go ahead and watch that reel.
Boy, no, that's not legal, right? Arrest me. Maybe next time I will. Miss Ricky. Huh?
All right. She has enough to do before we open.
I'm a set of this is Montrose's kid. Theo wanted me to loan her a car, not bring her here to braid hair. I told Theo it wasn't a good idea to get another woman involved in all this. And I told him women are only good for one position with the hit boys. You know, it's really not the smartest thing for you to keep showing up, Mrs. Montrose.
I'm calling it off. And I don't care what my brother says. I have the most to lose here. This is done.
That's a management decision. By the looks of it, ain't no management here. Thoughts about last night. I had to put her in place, you know.
Management made a decision.
Come on, boy.
Let's go.
Do not touch me! I will walk. Come on! Get out of there! Papa! Get back, boy! Come on! Damn it, let go! Ow! Hey, get back!
Who makes that coat, Daisy?
I don't know.
And your shoes?
Why are you asking me about my clothes, man?
Who the hell are you?
Hands where I can see him.
If you don't move back, we're gonna have to take Mr. Baxter away.
My boy. That's my boy.
Ma'am, I'm gonna touch you.
Don't you put your hands on me.
Have a clean shot. Don't fire! Nobody fucking move!
Get patient on monitor and fluids. Take vitals.
Jennifer Ray.
Didn't I just discharge you?
Can I get Miss Ray's records pulled up, please? She broke out of a mental hospital, stole a car, and then she crashed it.
She just left here. Like, literally just left here. What do you mean a mental hospital? What do you want, James?
You know exactly why I'm here.
Tell me.
Wife? How about that slutty nurse you were hooking up with, huh? How does she play into all this?
Best. She's mine!
Knock it off. Not if I have anything to do with it. You don't forget it.
You seemed nervous when I arrived. I don't want things to get weird between us. So how are you doing?
Fine. You?
Yeah, same.
We should probably get back to the party.
You look really beautiful.
Thank you.
Do you still think about us?
No.
Yeah, you do. No, it's more than that, and you know it. I want to show you something. It's this book. There's this one part that reminds me of you.
All right, guys, that was fantastic. A message for Britton. Look, I love you in action. You are fantastic, phenomenal in action. Your eyes are very intense, that's for sure. In the dramas, very intense eye contact. Action. Wow. Amazing actor. That being said, thank you guys for tuning in, and see you guys next week for another interview with Movie Talk with Press Play Cinema. See you next time.